Hi everyone, it's Genene. I know you are excited about hitting the slopes, so let's get started. Let's begin with deep breathing in and out through your nose. Your lips are gently closed, your teeth slightly parted, your tongue resting right behind your upper teeth. And you're inhaling and exhaling deeply and evenly. So starting that breath, and I'll tell you why we're doing it. So perhaps you've come from a lower altitude, let's say sea level, and now you've gone up to 10,000 or more feet. Oftentimes, you can feel lightheaded, and you can even get altitude sickness, at which point you've consulted a doctor. So what we're doing is we're getting more air flowing. Do a few more of these. Now, to help open up the airways a little bit more during exhalation particularly, we're going to do the pursed lips breath. So inhale through your nose, and then purse your lips and blow out your mouth slowly. Again, inhaling through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips. You can remember these breathing patterns and use them anytime you're feeling lightheaded. See how that works. Let's come up to standing for that classic downhill skier position. Feet parallel underneath your hip bones. Simply keep your spine completely in neutral and imagine you're sliding down a wall. Let your knees come forward, arms out in front of you. Bring your arms back down by your side. Inhale, arms out in front of you, bend the knees, and then come back. Now let's warm our quads, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, hips go back. Inhale, arms out in front of you. Exhale, come back to center. Again, hips go back, arms out in front of you. Chest stays lifted, but you'll notice it tilts forward a little bit. Exhale, come back to center. This time, inhale, arms overhead. Hold here, breathe. Keep working the upper arms back. So working the upper body as much as the lower body. The lower body is going to get a lot more work while we're skiing, so we want both to be balanced. And drive down through the hips. Inhale, come back up. Inhale, stretch your arms up, and exhale, bow, Uttanasana. Work those legs. Inhale, step your left leg back, left knee down on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more, inhale up. Hold. And exhale, set the hands down. Step your right foot back to meet your left stretch. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees and step your left leg forward. Inhale, arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms up. See how you're using your abdominals so you don't fall over. Exhale, down. And this one we hold just for a few breaths. On your next exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Step your left leg back to meet your right. Downward facing dog again. Maybe bicycling the feet now. And then walking your feet forward. Check out Uttanasana. See how your hamstrings are doing, your calves. Hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach your arms down by your sides. Surya Namaskar A to warm up a little bit more. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Use your exhale to bow forwards into Uttanasana. Pull up on that low belly, turn the pelvis. Inhale, extend your spine up halfway. Exhale, fold in deeper. Plant your hands. Inhale, plank pose. Push the floor away with your hands. Lift up on your low belly. And then chaturanga, bending the elbows, weight shifts forward. Knees can be on the floor if you need to. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra. Bhujangasana. Lift the chest. Broaden through the collarbones. Push down through your legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe here. Now see if you can use your legs to extend your spine more. So push the top of your thighs, your outer hips back. Feel the sitting bones rise as the low belly pulls in to support that action. And now look in between your hands. You choose. You want to jump your feet or walk them forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Release your arms again. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. So when you come into down dog, you could either push up onto the knees, or you could lift the knees off the floor and push up that way, but not like this funny little icky thing, because then you'll hurt your back and you can't go skiing. So paying attention to how you're doing these things. And this is where you're gathering information, choosing how you keep moving to warm yourself up for what comes next. And look in between your hands. You could either jump your feet or walk them forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Release your arms down. And then you could join your feet together or keep them hip bone width apart, your choice. I'm going to keep mine hip bone width apart. And another couple Uttatasanas. Inhale, arms overhead this time. And exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, Tadasana. Take a breath here. And take an exhale here too. Why not? Let's come to hands and knees. And from hands and knees, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Building a little more ab strength here, or warming up the abs, really. Downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take another inhale here and another exhale. Come down onto your knees. Let's do a nice spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Take your left heel to the inside, underneath your pelvis right here. Cross your right foot over your left. And so you're doing what's right for you. I know I said no props. However, if you do need to sit on something because you're rounding your spine, then make sure that you do that. And then show a little bit different angle here. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale, stretch your left arm up to the sky to keep that spinal length. Exhale, turn from the belly and the heart to the right. You can either take your left hand to the front of that right thigh, or if you have more flexibility, take your left elbow to the front of this left thigh. Palm faces outward. Lift the low back muscles up and in, lift the belly. Draw down through both sitting bones as you twist. This helps prevent injury. Very important. Maintaining the spinal health. Inhale to untwist. And then for fun, I feel like having some fun. So you can just switch to the other side or lean forward and then lift the hips and spin, 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 and you'll come up with the other side. Adjust as you need. And then left hand comes behind. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, twist to the left. Elbow or the hand can come to the front of that left thigh. And then if you're rounding, then you prop yourself up on something. You don't want to hurt your spine. Again, think about what's coming next. You want to warm up for the activity that you're about to engage in. You don't want to hurt yourself before you've even begun. Now, deep breaths. Remember those deep breathing exercises we did at the beginning? Returning, remembering that breath. Inhale, untwist. One more. Stretch your legs out in front of you, Dandasana. Staff pose, strength building pose. Whether you're downhill skiing or whether you are cross-country skiing, this is great. Pull up on the kneecaps, pull up on the low back muscles. Again, if you're rounding, you've propped yourself up. And your hands, I don't know why you forget your hands here. Bring them by your hips. If you bring them here, that's different. You're rounding the spine. If you bring them here, you're leaning back. So we want to be 90 degrees. And then find something to stare at. You are creating strength and power here. You're a plank. So are you doing cross-country skiing or are you doing downhill? We did cross-country skiing for the first time last year or a few years ago and loved it. So that's what we'll be doing this year. From Dandasana, bend your knees, give yourself a nice big hug. So what's your favorite routine that you do right before you're about to ski? Let's chat about it in the comments below and let me know how this one worked for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to working with you again very soon. Namaste.